A Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name.
Hello and welcome everyone to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 183. My name is Sean and I am super excited for tonight's break. Got a incredible lineup here, 7 different boxes. We'll talk about those in just a moment. Welcome everyone here live on YouTube. If you are following along, do say hello in chat. It is always nice to see who is watching. Who we got here? Brian, Darren, nice to see you there. Sam, good to see you too. And shout at Cloud. If you haven't noticed yet, I have reskinned the look for the break. Hopefully you like it. Played around with a little bit of graphics, tried to get it a little bit more modern looking. Thought I owed it to the crowd after last week's hotel debacle. Well, debacle might be a strong word, but last week the break was out of a hotel with not very good Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, that meant the audio was a bit choppy from time to time and occasionally the video slow. I do apologize for that, but it was release day, and I felt very, very strongly that we could not skip a week of breaks on release day. Got some other people joining here as well. Nice to see you, Peter. And we got Jim, Brian, and Jay. So we got quite a break here going on tonight. Like I said, we got 7 different boxes, and I want to start with this one, which is like a real throwback here. This is 2013-14 Panini Titanium. This is a product I picked up a long time ago, and it's just been sitting on the shelf. And I thought, you know what, we should really break this. So in this box, and I've not really explored too much in what's in here, but there is the metal cards. That's probably the big chase. And I don't know, there should be potential for some autos. There's potential for game used stuff. I'm looking forward to this. I've looked at this box, or tin, I guess I should say, many times and nearly opened it myself. But I had bought it for the purpose of breaks, and my willpower outlasted. So got that one here tonight. We've got a 25-26 SP game used. Of course, that one we're looking for Demidov. Draft date marks, of course, would be cool. We got 23-24 artifacts. That is Bedard's rookie year. In fact, this would have been his very first rookie card, would have been in artifacts. Of course, that is a redemption, but still in there. We've got the 23-24 Series 2. That is his Young Guns potential in that one. And then we've got 3 boxes of the brand new 25-26 Series 2. Big chase there. Matthew Schaefer. If you know, you know. Last week, we beat the case odds. We ended up with 2 Matthew Schaefer Young Guns in one case. The case odds, of course, are 1.2 Young Guns. And we ended up with 2, which was quite amazing. So we are going to pop over to our randomization screen here. I do know that we've got a couple of new people with us here tonight. One of them is Wesley, and I think Brody is another new one. Oh, I see Brody just popped in. If you are new to our breaks, we do a randomization. So we'll randomize the list of teams on the left-hand side 3 times, and we'll randomize the list of participants on the right-hand side 3 times, and then that will pair you up with the team that you're going to get. So if you're not sure how that works, just ask some questions here in chat. We've got a really great community. If you're new to our breaks, please don't be shy. Also, I'm going to randomize a left and right, just because there are some cards, like a checklist, for example, that do have a team on a left and right hand side. That just helps us to determine who is going home with the card. Sam says, hopefully no redemptions. Redemptions are still live, Sam, so if you get it, you can still redeem for the card. They are still valid. Okay, so before we get started with the randomizations of the teams and so on, let's do the left-right. I'll just do that one time. And tonight, any of the cards that have a team on the left and right hand side, the person with the team on the right hand side will claim that card. All right, here we go. Randomization of our teams and players. We'll do each of these lists 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. And then we got 1, 2, and 3. I'll leave that up there on the screen for just a moment. And we do allow for trades. So the way the trades work is both people have to be watching here live on YouTube, and they have to agree to the trade. If they do that, then of course we'll swap around for you. We'll just leave this up for just a couple minutes before we can get on with tonight's break. Again, anyone that was watching last week's break, hopefully that wasn't your first time watching, because that would not have been a solid first impression. The audio and video were not of the greatest quality because I was broadcasting from a hotel room in Toronto. Learned a lot of things. I learned how much I appreciate my home studio setup with everything that I've got here. It's definitely much more slick than working off a little tiny laptop. But I also learned some things about how I can do it better remotely in the future if I ever need to. So stay tuned for that. Number one, I got to find a hotel that has high-speed internet. Unfortunately, the one I had did not have any options to pay for an upgrade. They had 1 speed and 1 speed only, and it was okay. If you were, maybe just surfing the net, but it was not all that great for streaming YouTube. And so I do appreciate everyone that did watch last week and watched through the whole thing. I checked the stats afterwards, and interestingly enough, it was our most watched break of all time. Which, again, thank you to everyone here in the community. You guys are awesome. Sackville Rangers says, willing to trade Winnipeg. Do we have any other trade proposals popping up here? Probably also saw that when you first walked in, there was a poll. And the poll is asking who made out better after the trade deadline. So after the trade deadline, which team was the most improved? And so far, Colorado running away from it. The list here, but I have some thoughts that I will share a little bit later, and it might not be the most popular, but I do think they're the most improved. Hey Aubrey, nice to see you, bud. Living the dream with your Buffalo. Yes, your Buffalo Sabres are finally on fire. They do look, I will knock on wood here, but they look set to make the playoffs for the first time in a very, very long time. And if that is the case, I don't know how Buffalo doesn't win Coach of the Year, but also look at the impact that a leadership change can have on a team, because that team was absolutely god awful, and the only thing that seemed to change was leadership. And with that leadership came new energy and a new desire to win. Who knows what was said to those players or how they got them to gel, but they are absolutely on fire. Okay, I'm not seeing any other trades really proposed or developed. So I think we will get on with it. Just give me one quick sec. I'm going to put this in graphic format. That will allow us to see it on the screen throughout the break. So just give me 2 secs there. All right, there we have it. We got our list of teams there up on the screen. And you might notice we have a Connor Bedard exclusives. It is a base card, but it's a base exclusives underneath the card cam. Charlie won that in our last week's break and was gracious enough to trade that to me along with a couple of other Bedard hits that he got. I'm super happy with the deal. I think he is too. And again, just testament to the community we have. You guys are fantastic. All right, let's kick that up to the upper right-hand corner here and start our break. Good luck, everyone. We'll begin with 25-26 Series 2. Again, big chase here, Matthew Schaefer. He's also doing well. Dickinson, Cowan, and a few others. There's a couple that are actually sneaking up there. Got Kindle there from Pittsburgh doing quite well with some hobby love. Okay, here we go. Again, if you're just new to our breaks, much like pretty much every break in the world, we do not ship out the base cards, just the inserts or hits, because base cards are just a little bit too expensive to ship. They're Canada Post, and weight is not a good thing. All right, we got Jake Sanderson starting us off with a blue parallel encore. We've got a vibing Logan Thompson and a slaps of Cale Makar. Got a speckle parallel portrait there, Jack Eichel, a black and white Sil Apps canvas. I love the canvas cards, and I especially love the legends. Here we go, former Toronto Maple Leaf captain Sil Apps, and we've got to let them cook. Connor Bedard. Now, this is the goofiest insert I think I've ever seen from Upper Deck. I thought the one with the welcome aboard, you know, kind of that love boat theme was one of them, but this one here just makes no sense to me. I did watch the Gong Show podcast where they had Billy Celio from Upper Deck on trying to explain some of the inserts, and this is his baby. I don't get it. Like, it's literally a player standing on top of a stove burner. Sorry, I don't get those ones. Brian says, landed a Schaefer Young Gun first pack. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats on that one. And we've got a vibing. Hey, there's the first Matthew Schaefer sighting. We've got a slaps of Schaefer. And our first young gun there, Kaplan. Devin Kaplan. Not to be confused with Kapanen. There is a Kapanen in this year's Young Gun crap. And he's up there in the top 10, I would say. Top 10 Young Guns, that is, of this series. Yeah, that Celebrini canvas, you're right. That is a really nice card. We did pull one of those last week's break, and I was admiring it for sure. That speckle parallel there of the vibing. That actually looks pretty cool. The speckle parallel. I don't know how well that shows on camera, but that's a neat looking card compared to the regular. Got a regular encore there, Brock Nelson, and Aziv Buem. Again, another one of the top 10 young guns from this year's crop. Remains to be seen how he's going to make out in Vancouver after the trade from Minnesota. Plenty of top NHL analysts saying that he could be as good as Quinn Hughes or close. I don't know about that, but that's what they're claiming. Dylan Gunther on the canvas. We got the If You Know You Know card. Now, apparently, these cards, the photo here is either moments after or moments before some sort of a pretty prominent moment in the NHL this year. So this card, if you know anything about what happened in the scene, then it would be If You Know You Know. It makes a little more sense now that I understand the story behind them, but still a bit confused. I guess they're playing to the kids. All right, got Braden Coots, another young gun there, and a bunch of base. Oh, we got a clear-cut young gun there of Ryan Green. We will absolutely take a clear-cut young gun any day of the week. Let's just put a little white background behind that so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. Get that one sleeved up. We have a sizzle reel, Kyle Connor, and a glow up, Evan Rodriguez. Unfortunately, they do not glow. I did try it out at the hotel bathroom during the break there last week, and they don't glow. They're not like a O-Pee-Chee, which I didn't expect after I saw how common they were. I was hoping that would have been a more rare insert and it actually glowed, but no. Oh, we got a deluxe. Pavel Zacha. That one is numbered 13? Nope, 43. 43 out of 250. Deluxe. Dylan Gunther, and a glow up there of Matthew Nyes. Oh, and a bonus card in here, bonus insert. We got a young gun there from the Vancouver Canucks. I am not going to try to pronounce and butcher that name. So we're up to 3 of our expected 6 young guns in a box. And as a reminder, Upper Deck has told us several times that there are no such thing as case hits in Flagship. So there are box hits, but not case hits. Meaning it's potential you could end up with several really nice hits in a case. You know, to get back-to-back boxes, it's possible. All right, we got a sizzle reel there. Dustin Wolf. Sam Dickinson, another one of our top chase young guns. And in behind that, we got Yurov. Man, is San Jose starting to look just unbelievably awesome for 2 to 3 years from now. We got a Dazzler. And is Brady Martin, another one of the rookies from this year's crop. We got PLD and a Boomtown, Tom Wilson. And our last 3 packs here, box number 1. If you are watching here live on YouTube, do stick around. We have giveaways throughout the night, but you do have to be watching live in order to be eligible to win. You do not have to be in the break, though. Just got to be watching live. A canvas. I'll let them cook. And another young gun there, Tristan Lennox. I'll put us at 5 young guns. Vibing there, Askarov. Ooh, a silver outburst, Marchenko. And passed on the portrait. Last pack here, box number 1. Barzell. We got Boone Jenner and Jack Williams. Brian says, noticed Series 2 has some young guns that are 27 to 20 years old. Well, a young gun is a rookie who has played at least 1 game in the NHL. So if a team brings a guy up, you know, maybe even midway through the season from the juniors or from some other source, and they played a game in the NHL, they are eligible to have a young gun rookie card. And so if that happened in the early part of the season, we may see the young gun popping up in Series 2. Hopefully that answers that one for you. All right, we'll do another box of Series 2 here. So like Bobby McMahon, for example, for the Leafs, he was a pretty old rookie when they brought him up. And then he tended to work. He worked out, and they kept him. And then he ended up with a rookie card. But even if they hadn't kept him, if he played 1 game, technically he could have a young gun card. Which is what a lot of people would prefer Upper Deck doesn't do. Because then you get a lot of these filler young guns that, you know, they play 1 game and then you never see them again. Versus having maybe less young guns, but more potential for staying power. And interestingly enough, Toronto Maple Leafs traded away Lawton and McMahon and Waugh. All three of them had a goal in their first game on their new teams. Isn't that just a knife in the back? All right, box number 2 here, folks. My canvas there, Parayko. Let him cook. Is that Clayton Keller. And then we have a young gun here for the Calgary Flames, another name that I have not yet learned how to pronounce. Look at the consonants in that one. I'll need to hear an announcer say that one a couple times before I get it down. Oh, and by the way, I have finally burned through all of my Ultra Pro top loaders. I'm now using my Evo Retros. And look at the quality of the seams and joints compared to your Ultra Pros. If you have an Ultra Pro, take a look at it. You're going to see bubbles everywhere. You're going to see it separating. And no plastic shards inside of the actual top loader. Definitely much happier. And they're less expensive. And I'm not saying that that's the brand you should go with. There's probably plenty of other brands that are out there. I've been an Ultra Pro guy for years. That's the brand I've sworn by, but I don't know, their quality control has gone down. Their one touches are still really great. I love their one touches. They're fine, but the top loaders just seem to have gone to crap. Oh, another deluxe. Philip Broberg. This one, 212 of 250, going out to St. Louis. We got a vibing and a portrait. I'll see if I can find an Ultra Pro to show you the difference. Sizzle reel, got slaps, and the young gun there, Brady Martin. He's one of the top chases in Series 2. Got some potential there. Dazzler, that's Trocheck, Matthew Wood, and a Boomtown. Canvas there, Kate's, if you know, you know, Gunther, and we've got Adavainen. I also find these top loaders fit a little bit more snug. A little less chance of the card falling out of them. A Silver Outburst Young Gun. Is that, it is, it's fence over. And we got a Clear Cut Young Gun in the first box and a Silver Outburst in the second. We'll take that any day of the week. Get that sleeved up. Brian's asking, do I use penny sleeves with magnetic holders? No, I don't. If you choose a holder that is nice and snug, you don't need the penny sleeves whatsoever. Okay, we got a fluorescence there, Colton Dock. These are interesting looking inserts. A scissor reel and a glow up. We got an encore, another glow up there, and oh, it looks like we have a checklist. We do, so we end up with a checklist with Schaefer and Misa. And if you remember at the beginning of tonight's break, we did a randomization for left and right, and this one is going to whoever has San Jose. So the bigger question, Brian, when you say you come from the screw down days, do you come from the days when the screw downs were flat on both sides, so you were literally squishing the card? Or did you come from the era when they improved upon the screw down and they actually had a recessed area for the card to sit inside of? Because there's a lot of cards that got destroyed with those flat on flat screw downs. Okay, we got an Encore there, and a Jordan Greenway in the Lederhosen, and a Young Gun there, another Urov. The flat ones, oh boy. Well, tip for you, if you ever did wreck one of those cards, and a lot of people did, you can actually put them in a humidor, and it will help the card to reform. Now, I'm not going to say that it'll ever come back to perfect, but it'll definitely be a little better than it was. Just depends on how tightly you screwed those things down. If you screwed it down real tight, you would have crushed all the edges and corners. All right, got Hagel there on the speckle parallel of the glue up. We've got a canvas and a I'll let them cook. 2 packs left here. Box number 2, we should have at least 2 more Young Guns, I believe. Got a vibing Easton Cowan on the slaps, and we got Colton Ellis. Young Gun in that pack. Last pack, box number 2. If you know, you know, speckle parallel. Carter Mazur and Zane Perek. We did not get a full array. Oh, yes, we did. We got all the Young Guns. Never mind. Forgot the checklist does count as Young Guns. We did get our 6 Young Guns in that box. So we got 2 deluxes, a Silver Outburst, and a Clear Cut so far as our big hits in the boxes. Let's do our first draw. So if you're watching here live on YouTube, you're eligible to enter into our draws. There's no purchase necessary. You just got to be watching. It's a thank you to you for spending your time with us here on a Thursday night. Tonight, we're going to go with some legends. We've got Ovi. This one here coming all the way from 2007 Upper Deck Series 1. This is the NHL's best insert. So to join, you just got to do ! join in chat, just like you see others already starting to do. Go ahead and do that. If you win, you're not in tonight's break. I will still send this to you at no charge. I just need your mailing address. And if you're in the break, of course, I'll pop that in with the rest of your cards. If you are enjoying the content here tonight, do please consider giving the video a thumbs up. It does certainly help with the YouTube algorithms and promoting our channel. And if you're feeling especially kind, consider subscribing. Just while you guys are still joining this one, I do want to make mention of a card show coming up in the area here this coming Sunday. So Sunday, March 15th, I will be at the Quiz Pamsis Sports Card Show. And I guess if you're not from the area, it's the if you know, you know. Because Quiz Pamsis is kind of not in the middle of nowhere, but it's not one of our major cities here in New Brunswick. It's outside of the Fredericton and St. John areas. About an hour and a half from Moncton, where I live, and actually a pretty good show. It started out in about October, November of last year. It was a new show, and it's been growing and growing every month. I'll be there, and if you're in the area, please do drop by, say hello, introduce yourself. All right, we'll give that just a couple of more seconds here for some entries, and then we're going to open our next box here of 25-26 Series 2. Okay, so that's a draw here for this Ovechkin 0708 card, insert card, NHL's best. Just got to do ! Join. All right, no more entries here, folks. And our winner is Daniel S. Congratulations to Daniel. I know, Daniel, you've been in our breaks before. Not positive if you're in tonight's or not. If you are, I'll throw that with your cards. Now, I did have in a past break a Jacob that won this Nick Suzuki card. I don't think I ever heard from Jacob to know where to send that one. And we had a David B, who won these 2 Crosby cards. And again, not sure if I did hear from David or not on where to send those ones. So if you are watching and you're Jacob or David, please reach out to me so I know where to get your cards to you. Okay, let's get on to the third box here. Daniel is in the break. Perfect. Okay, I'll make sure I get that with your cards. I know you're in our breaks fairly regularly. Just wasn't sure if you were in tonight. Got a glow up. And, oh, canvas young gun. Got a Devin Kaplan canvas young gun. Got a vibing and base. So pretty happy so far. Every single one of our boxes, we've got a variation young gun of some kind. We got a silver outburst, a clear cut, and a canvas. It's actually a cool picture of Lane Hudson, of that concentration of puck. Sometimes you gotta stop and just admire the photography on some of these cards. Okay, we got Rodriguez, Vibin, and there's that Calgary guy I can't pronounce with all the consonants. That's the second one of his young guns here tonight. Also, second one of Urov. The higher end young guns, you can expect 1.2 per case. A sizzle reel there. Well, we got another silver outburst here. It does not appear to be a young gun. It is not, but we do have Bluger. Silver outburst on the horizontal. We will have some more draws here throughout the break, so if you are watching live on YouTube, stick with us, because you do have to be watching in order to win. Got a Casper there, canvas of Bertuzzi, and a Hunter Height young gun. Black and white canvas, Bouchard. Vibing. And a glow up there, Sorelli. Encore DeMilo, Marchenko, and Farinacci. Young gun. There's 3 young guns so far this lot. If you know, you know. Hellebuck, Boomtown, Kiefer Sherwood against Jack Eye. And is that a portrait? Hold on. There should have been 3 inserts. I only saw 2. Let's check those other base cards. Hang on. There may have been a parallel here. Nope. Was there 3 inserts in there? Did I miss one? Oh, the Marchenko glow up. Yes. Sorry. Never mind. Yeah, these are all just regular. Thought there was only 2 inserts. Sizzle reel portrait there, Snuggerud. And we've got Ryan Ufko. Bring us to 4 young guns. Dazzler, Cam Lund. And got a Sam Dickinson on the slaps. Slaps there, Pedersen and Suniev. Calgary Flames. So I did say earlier that I would chime in a little bit on what's up on our poll there, where I said which team has improved the most after the trade deadline. I got to think it's Calgary. Have you seen how many first and second round draft picks they now have? They are setting themselves up to be, a really, really solid team in the next 5 years if their picks work out. So they might actually be the dark horse in this year's trade deadline. On paper, in terms of performance for this year, there's no question. I think Colorado made out the best. All right, Crosby speckle parallel there on the if you know, you know. Encore and a portrait. One pack left here. We should have one more young gun. Canvas. I'll let them cook. Now, apparently, there was supposed to be, I guess, a lot more stuff going on in the background here, but the foil kind of took over the card, according to the Upper Deck design team. I don't think it makes the card any better, even if that was the case, but that's what they're telling us. And we got Ben Kindle. So I talked about him at the very start of the break. He is a guy to really watch out for, and if you're from the Calgary area, you would certainly recognize him. He played for the Calgary Hitmen. Was like a superstar center for them, set all sorts of records. And in the absence of Crosby at the moment, and of course Malkin out with his suspension because of his Paul Bunyan impersonation, Kindle's been stepping up really big. He's having a really solid year so far. So keep an eye on him. He's definitely one of the young guns that I would say are in the top 10 of this year's class. All right, well, that'll do it for our 25-26 Series 2. Now we're going to move on to, what do we move on to? Let's see. Let's do artifacts. And then maybe after that, we'll do another draw. So this is 23-24. This is Connor Bedard's rookie year, and his card would be a redemption. There are actually, I think, two possible redemption cards for him. Maybe three. I know there's two for sure. There's the Chicago Blackhawks one, and then there's the first overall draft one. These redemptions are still live, meaning that you can still redeem them. If you do manage to hit one of those, you can still trade that in. Although I think the end of this year might be the deadline for that. All right, so typically with artifacts, we're going to get a lot of different parallels, color parallels. And there's usually a decoy, which this one does have, unless there's a hit card, a thicker hit card. So we got some base cards here from the back. There's our decoy. And we got a base card, and in behind that we'll have our very first insert. This one is a copper, and that one is Kevin Hayes. So that one you can see is numbered to 75. So all the ones of this color are numbered to 75. That's 70 of 75. So if you like numbered cards, Artifacts is a great set for that. It's also a really great set for some potential good jersey and patch cards. 23-24 was particularly good for that. I will say that the 24-25, the patch windows got really small. And then in 25-26, they did make some improvements there again. So last year's wasn't as good, in my opinion. Oh, we do have a retro rookie redemption here. So this one is rookie redemption numbered. Oh, number 5. So this, they do have this live now. You can actually see who this is. But this is a retro rookie redemption number 5. I don't have the list here, but this will absolutely go out to somebody in the break. It's not randomized because we do know who this belongs to, or we know which team. I just got to look up the list after tonight's break. If somebody does want to look that up now and let us know who rookie redemption number 5 is, that would be helpful. And I will double check and verify even if somebody does say what it is in chat here in case they're wrong. What do we got here? Oh, we got a decoy behind. Let me see. Yeah, we do. Decoy behind. And so this one's the ruby or the red. So that's out of 499. And we have Matthew Nyes. So we have Matthew Nyes rookie card there. And it is numbered number 99 out of 499. I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and I can't believe that they were actually shopping Nyes around. I do know that the team might need to be in a rebuild, but he's probably the wrong guy to be getting rid of. He's a guy you'd like to build around. You get some base cards there. And we have another ruby on goaltender. So we got Vasilevsky out of 499. Rookie redemption number 5 is Nyes. Okay, well, that's what Jeffrey says. I will verify that, folks. Please don't go by what somebody said in chat in case it's not correct. But if it is Nyes, that's pretty sweet. Oh, this one's a little bit thicker. Yeah, it is a rookie. And we have Askarov. Pretty nice. No longer with Nashville. He's obviously with San Jose, but we have a dual jersey rookie card of Askarov here. Get a sleeve and put that in. That's a silver, so that one's just numbered out of 999. That's number 112 of 999. Thanks for looking that up, Jeffrey. And again, not that I don't trust you, I just have a motto: trust but verify. I got some more base in the back there, and I have a copper. And I forget what this parallel was called. It's not the one that has the texture, so it's not the leather. But we got a legend there, Brett Hull, out of 299. 2 packs left here. Some base. And a somewhat thick card. This is the leather parallel. And that one is Lucas Raymond. So this one, the card actually has a bit of texture to it. Probably see it in the camera there. And it's just a little bit thicker. So probably a 55 point. Last pack here, artifacts. Oh, we got a nice chunky card here. I like that. All right, we'll go from the back. Base cards. And we have NHL Remnants. Hey, Matthew Tkachuk. 2-time Stanley Cup winner. Nice chunky card there. Jersey. Nice hit for Florida. Hoping it would have been a giant patch card, but we will take it. Just going to set this down here for 1 second. The thicker cards, I especially like to cut the edges of the sleeve so we don't catch the corners. That's a good size one. Maybe a 180. There we go. Not a bad box of artifacts. Anytime you end up with a rookie dual jersey, we got a rookie of Matthew Nyes, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Matthew Tkachuk. Not my favorite player in the world, by the way. However, got to respect the accomplishment. And then we've got the rookie redemption number 5. And indications are that that may be Matthew Nyes as well. So nice box there of artifacts. Let's do another draw before we jump into titanium. Another legend going throwback there, Sidney Crosby. This card is from 07-08, also Series 1. And this is the award winners. This is when he won the Hart Trophy. Yeah, no purchase necessary, folks. Just got exclamation point join to be entered into the draw. So if you're watching here on YouTube, you are eligible to win. And maybe while you guys are doing that, I'll tell you about next week's break. So next week, we have another 7-box break. We got 3 boxes of 25-26 Series 2. And a little hint for you, folks. All of the boxes are out of the same case. So those 3 boxes we just did, they're out of the same case, meaning those 3 boxes are gone. Now we're down to 9 boxes. There should be at least one Matthew Schaefer Young Gun in that case, or at least we're hoping there is, meaning that now we have a 1 in 9 box chance instead of 1 in 12 box chance. We've got a 24-25 extended. That we're chasing Celebrini's Young Gun Canvas. We got 24-25 Allure, again, all about Celebrini. 24-25 Metal Universe, again, hunting those Celebrini rookie cards. And then one more box of 25-26 SP Game Used. So all of those 7 boxes for an incredibly low price of $50 a spot. And if you're buying 3 or more spots, it's $45 a spot. Happening next Thursday, March 19th, same time, same channel. Hopefully we'll see you there. All right, give that maybe another 5 seconds for entries into our draw for this Sidney Crosby card. Just do exclamation point join in chat to be eligible to win. All right, no more entries. And our winner is Jay. Congratulations to Jay winning the Sidney Crosby card. Okay, on to titanium. I've been so excited about this particular tin for quite some time. Literally been staring at this for well over a year. I've never opened one, so I have no idea what to expect other than, you know, seeing a few cards here and there in shows, but I've never actually opened one. So it does say that it's a 30 cards per tin, and you get 1 5x7 and jumbo rookie and 1 exclusive rookie parallel. So I don't even know if they're packs. Well, there's our jumbo. Geez, I gotta figure out how to get that shipped. Oh, so it's not packs. That's interesting. It's like a pack of packs. Well, let's check this out. See what's in here. And it does say that there's all sorts of parallels in here that's got stated odds on the back of the tin. All right, let's see what's in here. So I don't think this is like Star Rookies where you get the whole set. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Is this literally a... Oh, maybe it is just a set of cards. Oh no, it's got inserts. So it's a set of bases with some inserts. So okay, there's our rookie. This one's numbered out of 299, so 276 out of 299. And I'm wondering, I guess the inserts are all in the center and the base cards will be surrounding. So we have another rookie here. This looks like a parallel. So we got Gudas rookie. That's kind of cool. And that one's out of 99, so 73 out of 99. And then, is this our base? So it looks like we got 2 inserts inside. And base plus this jumbo card of some kind. turning sideways here so we can slow roll this a little bit. Man, that is a jumbo card. We have Seth Jones on the jumbo rookie. All right, I will figure out a way to get that safely to whoever has Nashville as one massive card. Very cool. So that's a 5x7. I guess they're meant to be put into a 5x7 frame. They do sell at some local hobby shops. You can find the 5x7 top loaders. I do not have any here, and I don't think my local LCS sells the 5x7s. So I will just have to package that up very carefully to get that to whoever has Nashville. Well, that was interesting. So we got a Raku Gudis. I mean, geez, that's a pretty big name player in today's NHL. So having his rookie card there, numbered out of 99, not a bad hit whatsoever. This guy, unfortunately, Danny DeKaiser, I have no idea who that is. I did watch a lot of hockey during that era, and I don't recognize him. I definitely recognize Gudis and Seth Jones. So that was interesting. Okay. Let's do 23-24 Series 2. Let's chase Bedard. Oh, camera stopped. No, it didn't. Just a delay. How does this work for teams that didn't exist at the times like Vegas? All of the rules are actually right on the spot where you purchase the cards there, Brody. So if you want the full list of how all that works, you can just go on the website there and click on any break, and then just read the rules that are there. You don't have to purchase anything to see it. But essentially, if the team moved to a new team, for example, if the team no longer is around, then it goes to whoever has the new team. And then there's a bunch of other rules that could come up in oddball situations. But for the product like 2012, or was that 13-14, and there was no Vegas, unfortunately, if you had Vegas, you don't really have a shot at getting a card in that product. Okay, 23-24 Series 2, chasing the man on the cover. There's our first insert there, Director of Boards, Olivier. Deep Roots. And our very first young gun there, Matsapalo. Got the Ecliptic, Deep Roots, and Superstar Honor Roll. Oh, we got a exclusives. Colin Blackwell there. That one numbered out of 100. This is number 98. 98 out of 100. That puts us 3 for 3 on our boxes to hit some pretty big inserts from a flagship. Matt Murray Young Guns there. Yeah, we had a deluxe, 2 deluxes actually. 2 deluxes and an exclusives. Now, if you're not a collector of exclusives, or Colin Blackwell's not your guy, that's where a service like Slap Sharks, I think, really comes in handy. I am not sponsored by them. I do have their logo up on our screen here because I believe in the service. I do use Slab Sharks personally, and I use it for stuff like this because I know that trying to find somebody to buy that in my local market is going to be really tough. If I put it on eBay, I might get some attention on it. I just find that the Slab Sharks auction has so many eyes on it that you're likely to do okay with a card like this on their auctions versus just doing it yourself. But that's for you to decide what's going to be best for you. Got Clayton Keller there on the PCs, got a Canvas, and a Kale Makar. So if you're not sure what Slab Sharks is, essentially it's an auction house. They do list everything on eBay. So the listing is on eBay, plus it's on the Slab Sharks website. So it's in two places. But when you make the purchase, it's actually going through eBay. The difference is the Slab Sharks is listing it. They're the consigner. They do all the mailing, shipping, taking payment, taking photos, putting the listing up. You just got to give them the card. And then when it sells, you get your commission, you get your cut. Most of the time, the commission on the card is pretty close to what you would have got if you listed it on your own, especially for cards that are valued at 50 or more. On the lower end cards, you got to be careful. That's where, if you list a bunch of cards that are going to sell for $5 or something, you're not going to get a ton back for those. All right, Monster Season there. Got Ecliptic and Superstar Honor Roll. They tend to be, Slab Sharks tends to have somebody at most of the local local card shows. So if you're not sure how all that works, just go talk to one of the reps. They'll give you some info. We got a Silver Outburst coming up. Okay, we got a Connect Me there on the PCs. We got Sozol. And we got Wyatt Johnson there on the Silver Outburst. There's a nice name to get for a Silver Outburst. Actually looks really sharp with the green. Some team colors just show up much, much better, and I think this one looks good, and the Canadians, I think, look really good too on the Silver Outburst cards. McDavid there on the PC. Hey, we got ourselves a Fluorescence, and that is Luke Hughes. And Superstar Honor Roll. Ecliptic. Canvas of Ottinger and a portrait of Zegras. Instinctive. Got a Nick Sweeney Young Guns. Yeah, we got a Young Gun canvas there. Checklist. Logan Cooley and Luke Hughes. Again, we did the randomization at the start of the break. The right-hand side is getting that one. That's going to Jersey. Three packs left here. 2 Young Guns expected. There's our Dazzler, Claude Giroux. Instinctive, and the Young Gun is Tyler Angle. And Director of Boards, Deep Roots, Superstar Honor Roll, 1 pack left, and I think we should have one more Young Gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The canvas shouldn't count as a Young Gun. Thompson, yes, there is a Young Gun there, and it is Samoskevich. And behind that, our canvas of Logan Thompson. I'll do it for our 23-24 Series 2 box. Got a nice Silver Outburst there. Got the exclusives, as well as a Young Gun canvas checklist. All right, let's do our last draw here. So far we've been doing some NHL superstars. Crosby, Ovechkin. I think it's time to put in a future NHL superstar. We got a Macklin Celebrini Rookie Moments card. This is from National Hockey Card Day, which would have been last year around this time, usually in April. And this is the one that you can't get it in a pack. This is the number 31 card. The only way you could get this card is from your local hobby shop giving it to you. So local hobby shops can purchase some of these, And then typically on National Hockey Card Day, they will give them away if you spend, a certain amount of dollars in the shop, or if you're buying certain products. This year's National Hockey Card Day is April 11th. So mark that in your calendars. It's a great day to get out to your local LCS, your local hobby shop, and do some shopping, because usually they do some really nice deals on product. They will often mark down stuff that is in the shop, and then they got lots of giveaways to go along with National Hockey Card Day. And they will give away packs of cards that you can open, and you get cards that look like this, but this one's number 31. This is the special card that you can't get in those packs. And everything Celebrini is literally going to the moon right now. Hey, Brody, just need to join once. Once you've done the exclamation point join, that'll get you in. Doing it more doesn't really do anything. It does look good on screen, though. Looks like lots of people are joining. All right, so if you're interested in picking up this card, no purchase necessary, folks. Just got to be watching live here on YouTube. Go ahead and do exclamation point join to enter. Just while we're waiting for that, again, a reminder of next week's break. We got 3 boxes of 25-26 Series 2. All from the same case here, folks. So we did not hit the Matthew Schaefer here tonight, unfortunately, but next week, theoretically, the odds are improved. We've got 1 box of 24-25 extended, chasing Celebrini's Canvas Young Gun there, and then continuing with the Celebrini chase with rookie cards in Allure and Skybox, both from 24-25, and then a box of 25-26 SP Game Used. All of that, 7 boxes at $50 a spot. I challenge you to find a cheaper break anywhere in Canada. I don't think you're going to find it. Those are unreal prices, folks. They are selling out much quicker. It seems like every week they're selling out faster and faster. This is live on our website now. So if you're looking to get a spot for next week's break, I'd advise you not to wait. Get in early. All right, no more entries here, folks. Our winner, Brody. Brody's first break with us. And he's going home with a Celebrini card. Congratulations there, Brody. Okay, here we go. 25-26 SP Game Used. Last box of the night here, folks. A little bit higher end product. This one has 9 cards in a pack. And typically when we have these higher end products where there are not too many cards in a pack, we do give the base cards away for these ones. So I will continue with that. And I will give away the SP Game Used base cards in tonight's break. I'm going to get some decoys here so we can hide the cards and do a bit of a slow roll. We're going to have some base cards here on top. So I'll just skim off the top here, plus our tech card. There we go. All right, so that's the base cards. They are really nice looking base cards. So I will include these in tonight's break. There's our first rookie, Colt Doc. We've got a, is that Holmstrom? It is Holmstrom. It's hard to read these through the camera. So we got Holmstrom on the base. Then we've got Authentic Rookie. This one is a red parallel, numbered out of 399. And that one is 210. Tolopilo for the Vancouver Canucks. And then we have a tech card in behind that. This one's NHL Masters, Cam Lund, numbered 195 out of 299. These are kind of cool cards. That, I don't know how well it shows on camera, but this red film is sandwiched on the back of the card. And then the card's die cut with their number there as well. They call that a tech card. Okay, we'll go from the back here. And this one is a red This is a red base card of Protoss. That's just a red parallel. And go one more. So we got three cards left. Okay. This one should be our Four Nations card. And we have Luosterainen. So we got a jersey card there of Luosterainen from Four Nations. And I think we'll go this one here. Got a banner year of the Brincat. So this would have been NHL Stadium Series. So 25-26 Stadium Series is where that one's from. Our last card here of the night. It's a thick one. Oh boy, folks. We got Ryan Leonard. Up and coming rookie here. We got an inked sweaters of Ryan Leonard, numbered out of 99. Big chunky card here. So we got inked rookie sweaters. And this one would be worn by the feature player. Autograph was signed in the presence, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. Nice hit there for Washington. He said he's one of the up and coming rookies. We got thicker one here ready. Thicker sleeves. Oh, you don't see anything. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, folks. The camera froze. What a time to freeze. Let me just see if, you know what, I'm just going to throw the overhead cam up. I do apologize. I didn't catch that as you guys were saying it. There's the Ryan Leonard card. And I'm going to back up and show you the other cards here as well. Let me see if I can get this camera unfrozen. Sorry about that, folks. All right, let's just run through all the cards in case we missed them. So we had the red Protoss. We had the two base cards here of Cale Makar and Holmstrom. We have the banner year. And that one's DeBrincat, so that's a manufactured banner, but it is a banner that was used during the Stadium Series, the 25-26 Stadium Series. We got the Four Nations jersey card, Luosterainen. We did get the tech card, Cam Lund. I think you guys might have seen that one before it froze. Same with this, the Tola Pilo. I think we probably saw that one. And the Colton Dock. And then the last card, the big card, Ryan Leonard. Got an inked rookie sweaters, 48 out of 99 auto, going out to the Washington Capitals. Apologies about the frozen camera there. All right, so that's going to do it here for break number 183. I do appreciate everybody participating in tonight's break, as well as those that watched. If you did enjoy tonight's break, do consider giving the video a thumbs up, as well as subscribing. I'm going to throw up our next break here to take us out. Again, next break is going to be next Thursday, March 19th, $50 a spot or $45 for 3+ spots. 3 boxes, 25-26 Series 2 with presumably better odds at a Schaefer because 3 of the boxes of tonight's case are gone. We've got the 24-25 extended, 24-25 Allure, 24-25 Skybox Metal Universe. All 3 of those, big chase there for the rookie cards of Celebrini. And then another box of 25-26 SP Game Used. Again, thank you so much for being such an awesome community. Peace out until next week.
Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline adrenaline high, silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick David, Speed Bedard on the glide, Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime Sports, engrave the name. Whoa, crack packs, drop facts. Whoa, no fakes, all stacks. Whoa, from the Great White North, yeah, we run them tracks. Yeah. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime Sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick David, Speed Bedard on the glide, Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime Sports, engrave the name. Crack packs, drop facts, no fakes, all stacks. From the Great White North, yeah, we run them tracks. Crack packs, drop facts, no fakes, all stacks. From the Great White North, yeah, we run them tracks. Oh.